What's up, everyone? Chris Record, and welcome to episode number 2 of the Faceless Content Academy. It is Tuesday, October 17th, and we go live every single day. And by the way, you might look at the clock down here. It's 4:34. We actually went live at 4, so I want to tell you something, is that if you have the ability to be able to attend live with us on Zoom, like several of our fellow family members here, you actually get an extra half an hour of pregame. For example, I'm often giving away money. We're talking about dynamics in the company. We're talking about things that are coming, some really cool stuff. We're giving people kind of like, give them a chance to be able to have like some extra bonuses for being live attendees. And so if you're watching this on demand, I encourage you to go look up where you can attend live Zooms and come join us live on Zoom. It is going to be so worth it. Now today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on the topic of faceless content, how to be able to set up faceless social profiles. I'm going to focus on a strategy that I call 50 Social. It's just an acronym that makes it really easy to remember everything. And I'm going to show you how to be able to go, and we're going to take a deeper look at actual faceless channels so you can really start to dive in. Also, episode 1 was very, very fast, and it was like a fire hose of information coming at you. I'm going to slow things down a little bit today, but then in the coming days, I'm going to pick them up dramatically. So we're going to have one slower pace day just to be able to make sure everybody's on the same page with the vision of why we go faceless, why we're doing this in the first place, understanding it, really getting the foundation set. And then these next days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're going to go hard, right? I'm going to actually be creating faceless content on the spot using some tools and showing you how to be able to do it. So that is where it's really going to pick up. So today, relax. It's not going to come like a fire hose. We're going to just take our time. We're going to have some fun today. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take everybody off the screen here, and I'm going to go ahead and pull up an internet browser. And what I'm going to do is, let's go ahead and pull up Atlas Academy, and I'm going to share my screen. And what we're going to do is I'm going to basically show you where you can get some additional information, because I think a lot of you are going to want to read between the lines here. I'm not going to be able to teach you everything today, so I want to make sure you have a chance. Let me put this screen over on the side. Okay. I want to make sure that you have a chance to be able to know where you can go get this additional content. So right here inside of Atlas Academy, we are currently on week number 3, Faceless Content Academy. And so as I scroll down here, you can start to see, I always put up the schedule for what's coming, and I post the replays here. So here's episode 1. Below the replay, I also have things like the ability to download the episode. The reason I put this here is because I want you to be able to download the episode and clip it. I don't want you to share the full episode. I never want you to share it. I always want you to be able to download and clip little segments out. For example, one member in the community just clipped out the part where I talked about the 4 main obstacles that hold back success. That is a great little clip that you can actually use as a lead magnet. You can use it in your marketing. You can share it on social media. I'm basically allowing you guys to share this information. The only rule I have is don't share the whole thing. I recommend not sharing lengthy pieces. I would recommend finding like little 5 and 10 minute pieces, but that's why I have that. Also, every single week, we start with a music video on the live session, and on the replay, I put the music video on the end. So I'm not sure if you've noticed, but every single on demand, if you watch all the way to the end, there's a music video that I did. It's just a hobby of mine. I make entrepreneur music. I think that it's fun. It creates a nice little vibe. Also, you can always scroll up to the top and go under music, and you can actually see all my music videos right there. So we scroll down a little bit more. I focus on what was covered in episode 1, for example. We covered all of this stuff yesterday. And then I even come in and put in my slides. So you can literally you can just click here and you can go through the slides. So anytime that we use slides, they're always embedded as well. And then click here to leave feedback and ask questions. That's going to take you inside of Facebook, where you can actually, hold on, let me make the screen a little bit better in the background. But it's going to take you inside of Facebook where you can actually leave questions. Hold on, let me just adjust this. I want it to look nice. It was cutting off the left. Okay, something like that. Okay, so you can actually go inside of Facebook. It'll take you right to the Facebook group, and where you can actually come in and you can be part of it. Now, it's saying that I'm not part of this group, and that's because I'm logged into a faceless account, which I'm going to be telling you about in a minute. So that's a little teaser. That's why I can't actually see the group, but that would have taken you in if you were a member. So I also want to remind you that as a builder, you can come in here and you can look at like Paid Traffic Academy. I want to show you how well endowed this is. Okay, you got the course summary, you got the course outline, you got the replays, you got what we covered, you got the slides, you got specific screenshots. Number 2, and you'll also notice what resources, all the top ads, all of everything. So you kind of see we even have a workbook. Now this workbook is brand new. A lot of you haven't even seen this yet if you're watching live. But this workbook was actually created by an Atlas member, Kenny Beard. I always love it when our community is sharing their notes or putting together resources. So Kenny, thank you very much for this. And Kenny put together an entire step-by-step PDF document really showing how to be able to do that. So we really come in and we teach all of this stuff. And you can kind of see all the different resources, all the different slides. We go deep in all of this. We even provide additional videos when necessary, tutorials. So we really cover a lot of stuff in these academies. And I want to remind you, these academies are literally just $5. In fact, today, I went out and got a Starbucks hot tea. I don't drink coffee, but I got a hot tea. And this hot tea right here is basically water and a tea bag. And it's basically the same price as an entire academy. Just to give you that value perspective, that's how valuable that these academies are. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump over to, let me close this down. Let me jump over to the whiteboard. So I think to do that, I'm going to stop my share really quick. Let's jump over to the flip chart. I call it a whiteboard. Technically, it is a flip chart. And what I want to start with is I want to start with a concept that I like to call 50 social. This is not a mind-blowing concept, okay? It's very, very simple, actually. A very, very simple concept, okay? F-I-F-T-Y, 50. Now, the reason I use this concept is because I like acronyms. You'll hear me use them a lot. In fact, ATLAS is an acronym, Affiliate Traffic Leads and Sales. That actually comes from another acronym I used to use called 3Cs, Create, Capture, Convert. I just changed it into ATLAS. So the idea of acronyms is it makes things easier to retain, easier to remember. So when it comes to faceless marketing, 50 is all you really need to remember for starters. Okay, the F is pretty simple. This is going to stand for faceless. Okay, so faceless, this is the concept, is that what we're doing is we're essentially building out social media brands where we don't use our own personal face. We don't even have to use our own personal brand. We don't use our own personal name. In fact, if you've done this properly, no one even knows it's you. In fact, you can be completely anonymous, right? That's the biggest benefit of faceless marketing. So the faceless strategy is the first F, easy to remember. First F, faceless. The next 4 are the top 4 social media platforms that we use in our faceless marketing. That doesn't mean there isn't a huge list, but these are the top 4. When I build out faceless brands, I always apply the 50 strategy, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to use Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. So the strategy is called 50 social. So from now on, whenever you're building out a faceless brand, when you're thinking about it, when you've chosen your niche, which we covered yesterday, so we don't need to really cover it deep, when you've chosen your niche, what you want to do then is you want to start building out your brand on these 4 major platforms. Now, I don't do it all at once. What I'll usually do is I'll start a faceless channel on one of these platforms first, and I'll explain to you where you might want to start depending on the brand. But what I'll start with is I'll start with one platform just to get familiar with it. And usually what I'll do is I'll create content and I'll schedule it out. Okay. Then I got that kind of moving. I can kind of see if I'm getting engagement. I can kind of see if it's easy, if it works. Once I've got one that I feel is kind of dialed, then I'll start a second one, then a third one, then a fourth one. Now, outside of this, can you do more? Of course, you could always do Pinterest, for example, would be a great platform to be able to use. You could really do this. You could really kind of, when it comes to social media, there's a bunch. But you could also add things like a blog, a faceless blog. So you could have a blog for your brand. You could have a members area, a course. You could have all kinds of things that you put together. So we're not going to go into all of those. 50 is just simply the acronym that I use. F-I-F-T-Y. Okay, so for today's example, we're going to have to choose a niche that we're actually going to use, right? So yesterday I talked about keto. I think I'm just going to do that one again. So we're going to do the niche, but it really works with anything. I'm just going to share keto because it's just an example of a sub niche from yesterday's topic. It's just, I can do this with anything. In fact, if I have time, I'll ask you guys for some niches and we'll show other examples. But the niche that we're going to use today for this presentation is going to be keto. Okay, so let me share my screen again, and let's jump back into what we were doing. Okay, so I've got the different profiles pulled up here, right? I think that was a group one. Okay, so I've got Atlas Academy, which is where we're going to learn the Faceless. So Atlas Academy, F for Faceless. That's where we're basically going to be building out our niche, building out our brand, stuff like that. Then I have Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube pulled up in the background, and we're going to go through them. So if we go over to Instagram, I did this yesterday. It's going to be very, very simple. What we're going to do is we're going to start searching for some keto-related brands, okay? We're just going to type in keto and see what happens. Okay, so let's go over here to keto recipes, and let's open this up. Okay, very first thing that popped up is keto.recipes_, 1.2 million followers, and this happens to be the very first, by the way, I didn't plan this at all, but the very first result looks pretty much completely faceless. This logo is really easy to be able to create in Canva. You could create this logo in 1 minute, right? So it's got little avocados in the background, but it's basically green circle with keto recipes in a basic font. 1.2 million followers, right? Following 0 people. Complete guide to start with keto. Click link below. Let's go ahead and check it out. Let's see what happens. Keto recipes, keto recipe _ 28-day keto challenge. Get amazing transformation in 4 weeks. Want a custom keto meal plan? Let's click these. Let's see what they're selling. That's a bridge page. ClickBank has disabled this. That is costing them revenue. But let's go back and let's see the next one. Let's see if the other one worked. Oh, look at them. Well, they might, in terms of a service violation, they might have done something that, but again, that's the thing about going live. But it looks like those are basically going to ClickBank. So ClickBank, let's say ClickBank keto offers, whatever. And so you can basically go through and look through the different ClickBank offers and stuff like that. Here's a ClickBank blog. You can go through and let's see. This is the one I think they were looking to promote, custom keto diet. Yeah, it was this one right here. It looks like I think this page is still up. I think they must have just done some bad marketing or didn't fill out something proper. Yeah, this is what it looks like they were promoting. So they either just don't know that or whatever. But it's still a great example. Even though the links didn't work, still a great example. Now, they also have stories up here, but look, the stories are basically promoting the 2 offers. So we go to 28 days plan. It looks like they've got 5 or 6 stories here that look like swipe up stories that are just kind of following the promotion here. So that's a good example. Kind of let them play in the background just so you could see them. They're giving before and afters. And these are all just swipe up to promote that. And then here's another one. That's just a single one. Okay, so that's another good use of, on Instagram, good use of stories. Now let's go down here. They got posts, they got reels, right? So go to the posts. These are all faceless. Look, this is just grinder salad, cheese wrap. They either made this, I can't tell if they made this themselves or if they're reusing this from somebody. I wouldn't know. It would take me too much research. So I don't want to do that research right now, who this person is or whatever. But it looks like they may even just be borrowing it. And they give like recipes. So first thing we're noticing is that they're marketing keto recipes. What else is this? I don't want a nicer body for men. I want a nicer body so I can sit in my room alone and look at it. Keto weight loss challenge. So it looks like they might even have a second channel, keto weight loss challenge, or they're just borrowing that from a second channel. They're borrowing that content from somebody else. People share memes all the time. Okay. And so you kind of keep going. Keto recipes, how to order keto at Starbucks. Okay. And a lot of times they're probably not creating this, right? Look, MS Fatty McFatterson made this or whatever. So they're basically, somebody else made the meme and then they are just simply borrowing it. That's kind of how memes get shared on the internet. And so they're just doing this and they're basically promoting the keto challenge from within it. And they kind of using hashtags, gives you an idea. So I love learning from what other people are doing. It doesn't mean I'm going to copy them. It just means that when I'm doing my niche, first thing I want to do is I want to kind of see what other people are doing, right? So I'm going to kind of look at kind of all the different things. They're sharing videos, they're sharing pictures, they're sharing quotes or picture memes, recipes, all kinds of stuff. So you kind of see like a variety here, but this gives you a really good idea. You could just go and find memes having to do with your topic. Like, look, they just swapped out the word keto. My kidnappers returning me after listening to me talk about blank for 2 hours. So this is an example. You could just basically edit it, replace the word keto up at the top, replace that with your niche. There's lots of cool stuff you could do here, okay? So this is an example. That's the very first one that we looked at. So an example is, what I would do is I'd go over here to keto, and I would go through and I would look and see who's doing private branding or personal branding, Stacy Jordan. And then I would look at things like this, keto diet. Okay, let's open up this one. And I'm just going to go through and I'm going to look and I'm going to kind of see what they're doing. I like how they're using little images as their cover photos for each one of their stories up here, recipes, before and after, workouts. This is starting to look a little bit more of a good aesthetic, right? 1.7 million followers, the ultimate custom keto meal plan. Let's see what their link goes to. See, everybody's going to be shut down. Watch. Okay, so this is an affiliate offer right here. You can see the source and everything. So they're going to a poll. They're going to like a quiz funnel. So this is a quiz funnel, whatever it looks like. It looks like maybe not. Let's see what happens when we click get started. What do we need to do? Oh, it is a quiz funnel. Mail, how often I go for a walk. So this is an offer that you can be an affiliate of. And then at some point, they're probably going to ask for some information. So this doesn't look like a sales pitch, right? It looks like they're just trying to help develop a game plan for you. I'm just clicking stuff, by the way. So this just gives you an example of the different offers you can use for different stuff. It's a long funnel. I didn't know I was getting into a whole full-blown funnel with you guys. I love soft drinks. Okay, I actually don't love soft drinks, to be honest. So at some point, they're going to ask for my information. Wow, this is a waste of time. I'm sorry I'm wasting you guys' time. I thought it'd be 3 questions. Oh my God. Well, guess what? Today's episode is going to be 4 hours long, and we are going to, but here's the thing. I will tell you why this works so well. I'll go ahead and tell you, because it works so well because once you've committed this much, there we go, starting in and get some information. I don't need to continue here. But the reason that this works so well is because of a principle called the sunk cost principle, or the sunk time principle. If you can get somebody to sink enough time or enough money into something, then at that point, they're committed. It's a way to be able to get somebody committed. So the idea here is that if you've gone that far, I might have gone through it in 1 minute, but you might have actually spent 5 minutes. Once you get to a point where you're going to have to start providing information, you're in too far. You've just taken all that time to be able to provide all that information for your custom meal plan. You didn't know you're going to have to, let's say, buy it, right? So it's the sunk time or sunk cost principle. It works extremely well. So if you're ever putting together something like this, don't be afraid of multiple questions if you're trying to pre-qualify somebody to buy something. It's oftentimes why when I'm selling something, I might do a 1 hour or 2 hour Zoom. If something is going to cost over $1,000, I might do a 4 hour Zoom, right? The reason is because once somebody's invested that much time, they really have had a chance to be able to sit with you, get to know you, like you, and trust you. And now they're committed. They've gone past the line. They have to be able to finish. They have to bring that now to a conclusion. If I did all that right now, it becomes painful to back out. And so that's where that principle comes in handy. I'm going to go ahead and back out, though, because I can take pain. I got a high pain tolerance. All right, so that was just an example of keto diet. We look at their content, pretty clean things like this. They put their own custom branding on it, keto diet. So what you could do is you can find memes like this, and you could just recreate them inside of Canva. And you can even use AI now. So this is a knife with peanut butter on top of a bowl filled with peanut butter. So this is you could create this inside of Midjourney. You can create this using AI tools. And so then you just use Canva and you just put the same kind of content. You could recreate it, and then you just use your logo down the bottom. That's a great way to be able to brand for Faceless content. So these are just great examples. Using this, probably other people's content. Yep, these are video memes using other people's content. So I really like to kind of see what people are doing and get notes from it. Now, I'm not going to spend any more time on this. I'm going to keep it moving, but that is Instagram, right? So Instagram is essentially, Instagram is not necessarily first in the 50 order. It's just that's how the acronym is. But Instagram, this kind of gives you an idea for what works on a faceless account on Instagram for any niche. And you can apply what I'm doing right now to literally any niche out there and learn about it. Okay, next, let's go to Facebook. Now, Facebook allows you to be able to create pages. Okay, so this right here is a page, Famous Entrepreneur Quotes, 55,000 likes, 54,000 followers. And this is an example of a page that I did inside of the Fast Bootcamp. So for those of you that upgrade to the creator level, right here, you'll be able to get access to Fast Bootcamp. Fast Bootcamp is an incredible course that really teaches faceless content as well. So that's where you're really going to dive in. We've got like 10 weekly boot camps plus 10 Q&A sessions plus 10 homework assignments, and we really cover faceless content here. So upgrade, and you're going to be able to get more training there inside of Fast Bootcamp. But this was just a page I created inside of Fast Bootcamp as an example. What I did here was I used a template inside of Canva. This was just a pre-existing template that existed inside of Canva. And then I went to Midjourney and I just said Albert Einstein, and it gave me this picture. And I said Steve Jobs, it gave me this picture. You know, Oprah Winfrey, it gave me this picture. And I just dragged and dropped them in. So there's your template. This right here was another Steve Jobs one that gave me. I went ahead and used it. I like this idea of a background like this. This works really clean. It pops out. It looks really good. If you can see down here on the bottom, it stands out really clear. And Famous Entrepreneur Quotes, we'll go see a couple posts really quick. And then I went and I did like a bunch of these memes, right? So Death once had a near Chuck Norris experience. Famous Entrepreneur Quotes. So you can see on the bottom, I've got my branding on it and kind of putting it there and stuff like that. Now, I kind of just like built this page just as an example for Fast Bootcamp. I never really picked up and took with it. I may do that here. I may actually do some more stuff with it here for this week, but this just gives you an example. I just made an AI image of Chuck Norris. I put it into a Canva template, which was a square, and then I just grabbed some basic text on the top and the bottom, made it pop, and then this right here, I just made my logo a little bit transparent so it's out of the way. Let's just flip through some of these pictures actually to kind of see some of the stuff. Here's another one. I just created a golf course in AI and then put a quote over it. Here's just a picture of Kevin Hart. It literally just is just a picture with my quote on the bottom, and then the actual caption is the actual quote. Success isn't supposed to happen no matter how hard you work. There's no guarantee you're going to succeed. So something that simple, you could just put together. Success is a journey, not a destination. Right here, I've made my own quote, because why not? I'm going to make myself a famous entrepreneur. That's kind of one of the cool things you could do as well. Another one. So there's a picture of Steve Jobs. There's the album cover. So these are examples. Here's some more examples, kind of go through them, just kind of looking and just kind of sharing. These are some like old ones right here, just kind of showing the power of these types of quotes that you can do. And so how do you create these pages, right? So you can basically go up to the top right on your Facebook, okay? There's the top right here. And notice I can switch between Chris Record, my personal profile, and between any pages. And you'll see right here, see all profiles. Like, look at all these just different faceless pages that I've created over the days. In fact, you guys don't believe, like, look at this. Look at all these different faceless pages I've experienced, I've played around with. Look at all these. Oh, there's even a keto one. Let's see. All of these different things. These are just examples. And this is just on this account. I actually do my faceless marketing on a separate Facebook account because sometimes I like to push the limit. I like to do stuff that I never know if it's going to work. But like viral cat pictures, just nothing but just like cat pictures, sports teams, wine tasting, all this kind of stuff. Let's just go ahead and click on one just to kind of give you an example. It's going to now switch over to a fan page that I created. This one's years ago. So here it is, 19,000 likes. This one I created a long time ago. I haven't done anything with it, so there's going to be nothing new here. Look at this, 2015. But it gives you an example. You know, trust me, I'm a 49ers fan for life. It's just like that simple, just posting memes. But look, 962 likes, right? So this stuff like really works. You can kind of do this in anything. And we're kind of going to just go through. I'm going to kind of just show there's a red and gold logo that I found. This is before AI. And this is when I was just new at this, so I didn't really know what I was doing. I wouldn't use so much. I wouldn't even probably use the 49ers logo. I'd probably use, say, like red and gold, you know, something like that. I'd probably figure out a name that doesn't use 49ers in it. It would probably be a little bit more effective these years. But I'm just sharing random stuff. You can see there's engagement on it, you know, just hundreds and hundreds of people, and just sharing things that 49er fans would like. So again, people are passionate about individual sports teams. We covered this yesterday. And these are just examples of posts that people would like. Like here's a random one. I am missing Joe. 313. People love their old school quarterbacks. Just doing a bunch of stuff. There's the cheerleaders, Frank the Tank. This is old school. I should do one now because the 49ers are having a really, really good season. I think this would actually blow up. In fact, I might do that. Who knows? I might do that. So I'm just going and showing you first examples of random content. Again, this is before AI. Now I would make my content. Now that I really know how to design content myself, this is back when I just found like memes and things on the internet. I just found, stuff like this and I would just post it. Okay. So this is just really cool. I'm just going to kind of go through a little bit. This is back when Colin Kaepernick was quarterback. That's how old school that this is. Now, like here's an example, red and gold. So I might do like a page like this, red and gold till I'm dead and cold. So I would take the sports team colors and now it's not even like, now people just that are 49ers fans would know those are the team colors, right? And by the way, look at this. Look at my comment. Make sure that you weigh in and let us know which hoodie you like best, right? So there's even, there's an old content post. I'm going to find one right now, though, that's actually, because it's years old, I don't know what I have. I'm going to find one real quick to kind of show you. Let's go to my photos. Let's kind of show you. If I scroll down, you'll start to see I even sold stuff to this audience. In fact, I made 6 figures from this page. Look, I got 49 problems, but a saint ain't one. This stuff is actually pretty cool. Like, let's see this one right here. Exclusive, brand new Heart of Gold shirts, hoodies, and long sleeves now available. Limited run order order before they sell out. And so all I did was I just grabbed a random model picture and threw this on, and then I used print-on-demand clothing. You can kind of see here I used a company called viralstyle.com for that offer. So you kind of see like what I do is I'll do like, here's another one, red and gold empire. And then I always sometimes just buy a domain name straight to it. I don't think those domain names still work. This is definitely like almost a decade ago. Here's another one. Good Girl Gone Niners. And basically, we took this concept and basically played it out to all kinds of different sports teams. I used Teespring for this, teespring.com, which is a print-on-demand service. So this starts to show you what you can do once you build up a big following. Here's another one. God first, family, then the Niners. You know what I'm saying? Like you could just kind of mix and match with anything that you're doing here. Let's see this one here. Attention, 49ers fans, shirts available. I think that one's copyright infringing, so I'll pretend you didn't see that. Good Girl Got Niners. Another one here. This girl loves her Niners. So what I'm doing is I'm taking now sports fans, but I'm targeting women with hoodies for stuff like this. Let's kind of keep going. This girl loves her Niners. Same thing. And let's look at this one. Now, this one, I will tell you, was extremely successful. Farewell Candlestick. It doesn't look so on this post because this isn't the post that I ran. But this one, Candlestick Park, is where the 49ers played. They switched stadiums. And so when they switched stadiums, I created a farewell shirt. Farewell Candlestick, 1971, 2013, San Francisco. I paid somebody about $10 to create that logo for me, and I sold it. So this just kind of gives you an example of how you can make money off of this kind of stuff. You'll notice I made a bunch of these posts, right? Here's another one, just posting a bunch of these all over the place. I posted another one here showing the different varieties that are available. So you can just kind of see, and some of these were really, really successful. That's where I made most of my money was on that shirt. I don't know if any of these posts are going to be the ones that I actually ran, but once we find, if I kept clicking, I'd find one that has like thousands and thousands of likes on it. So that kind of gives you an example. Now, what I want to do is, I'll stop share really quick just so we can talk about this for a minute. I'm not at all suggesting that print on demand is how you should monetize your Faceless brand, but I'm also not suggesting you shouldn't. I think print on demand will be one of the monetization strategies that we'll teach on Friday. I want to give you a sneak peek into the concept here. I created a Faceless page in 2015. I built up an audience of passionate, raving fans, and then I posted a bunch of memes and videos and picture quotes, and I even made my own. And then in between all of that, I would try to do monetization offers. And this page, I can verifiably show you, if we wanted to right now, I could actually log into my personal Facebook. If I scroll down on my pictures on my personal Facebook, we can find one that shows how much money that I was making from these. I might do that, but if I don't do it today, I'll for sure do it on Friday. So on day 5. But that made 6 figures. So just imagine for a second, with just one monetization strategy, I was able to create a Faceless brand. Nobody knew it was me. I was able to build up a loyal audience in that brand, and I was able to monetize 6 figures in income off of that brand through a combination of organic and some paid traffic. That's when really we were learning about running Facebook ads. This is early on in the Facebook ad stuff, right? 2015 is pretty early. Not a lot of people were running ads. I only think ads came out barely a handful of years even before that. So this gives you the possibility of what's there. Now, what I would do though, is I would take it a step further. These days, what I would do is I would focus on creating a little bit more of my own unique content using AI. That's one thing I would do. I would use AI. So I would use an AI tool like Midjourney and then an editing tool like Canva. Okay, you can even use the free Canva account. And then I would kind of create all my own stuff. I would find stuff that I saw was viral and I would just see if I could recreate it, right? Like an example would be like, I could just tell Midjourney that I want to see an audience in a stadium, an audience of fans that are San Francisco 49ers fans wearing red and gold, cheering on their team. And then it'll create this like backdrop, right? Then what I'll do is I'll go inside of Canva and I'll kind of dim that backdrop. I'll put a black behind it. I'll kind of make it transparent so it's kind of dim. So you can still see them, but not really. And then I'll put big font above it with like a quote. And I would put a quote from like, let's say Brock Purdy, who's currently the 49ers quarterback. I would put a quote that would say, somebody, some famous person, another famous football player is saying something positive about the San Francisco 49ers quarterback. Maybe they're saying like, oh my God, this is the best rookie that we've seen in a long time, blah, blah, blah. Put that quote. And then I'll even grab like a little picture of Brock Purdy, make it transparent and throw it on there. So I'll throw in like the person saying the quote, I'll put on the Brock Purdy. So now you got visual representation of the two, a 49ers audience in the background. And then I'll actually put a quote on the top. Now you're hitting all the emotions. Anybody who's a 49ers fan right now is in love with their quarterback. They're in love with their team. They're getting the subliminal team and they're getting the subliminal fans in the background. They're getting the colors. They're getting a quote that's basically lifting up their team player. And if you get a good enough one, what's going to happen is people are going to want to share it. They're going to hit share and they're going to share it to their personal profiles. And you're going to start to get a lot of virality off of these posts. So one thing I would do is I'd create content that I actually create myself, or I take another person's content and I try to see if I can create a similar one myself for my audience, maybe put my little logo on the bottom. Another thing that I would do differently now is, since 2015, one of the biggest trends that's emerged is short form content. Short clips, short form content with TikTok. You know, before it was like Snapchat, then it was TikTok, then it was Instagram stories, now it's Facebook stories, now it's YouTube shorts. Pretty much every single platform got on board. So what I would do now is I would actually go try to find some short clips, right? So you could even clip existing things. Like let's say I actually have a clip of, let's say, Deion Sanders, a famous person, whatever, saying something positive about the 49ers, being like, man, this team is looking good this year. It's the best team, whatever. Maybe it's in like a little 30-minute press conference or something that he did. But what I'll actually do is I'll actually just clip out that little part. I'll clip out that little part where you've got, you know, Deion Sanders, whatever. I'll clip it out now and I'll make sure that it's portrait mode. And then I'll take that and I'll throw it inside of an editor like CapCut, and I'll just turn on auto captions and it'll just put the captions on it right away. So it'll probably be 10 minutes of editing using a free program, and boom. You only have to pay for these programs if you use the pro feature. So like Canva, if you're using like anything that has a crown on it, is pro, you're going to have to pay for that. CapCut, if you're using like their special effects and stuff, you got to pay like 20 bucks or whatever for it. But you could do these for free as well. But that's what I would do. I would clip little things that have to do with the 49ers, especially anything that like makes a 49er fan proud. And then I would put it on that page. So if I were doing this again today, I would probably do like red and gold empires, like the name of the page. And I would probably go find like some really cool viral OPC clips. I'd clip them, put captions on them, and I'd be uploading them consistently. And with Facebook, you can actually schedule out your content. Inside of the Fast Bootcamp, which you can get at the creator tier, we actually show how to be able to schedule out 30 or 60 days worth of content all in a single day. So you spend one day a month and you can basically set it and forget it. One day a month, you spend a few hours while you're watching Netflix in the background. You sit there with your computer. You got the kids or grandkids running around the house, and you're just scheduling out your content for the month. So it's pretty much that easy. You should be able to run a Faceless channel in one day a month. But, you know, you're probably going to get tempted to log in and see the stats and engage with people and try to figure out what's going on. Okay. But literally, I was running so many pages, I didn't have time for that. I would just schedule out the content and then go work on another page. So that's the big picture idea. And then when it comes to monetization, what I would do is I would use bridge marketing. That's the difference I would do now in 2023. I would actually figure out a way to be able to take that passionate audience, find a way to be able to bridge them into an affiliate offer. So I would find affiliate offers that I think would be good, and I'd figure out, okay, what page can I put together? And I would use video funnel software. Depending on when you're watching this, by the way, if you're watching this live, you're still using Video Funnels 1.0. If you're watching this on demand, then you're probably going to be able to see Video Funnels 2.0. And the second version of Video Funnels, which I've already been playing with right now, and it's going to be amazing. That second version is perfect for bridge marketing. It's basically been, Video Funnels has been updated. It just hasn't been fully released at the time of this recording, but it's been updated to be amazing for bridge marketing. It's like it's the bridge marketing dream tool. Nobody's got anything like this out here, and that's available at the $20 a month level inside of Internet Income System. It's going to be very, very, very cool. It looks like people in the comments are saying that this was kind of teased out already in one of the Facebook groups, so you might know what I'm talking about, but it's going to be very, very, very powerful. We worked hard on it, and it's going to be released probably in the next few days if you're watching live. So this is an example. We'll go see one more page just to give you, I guess, one more example of this. Let's go back. But yeah, you can basically create these pages all you want. You can create as many of these as you want for free. So you can kind of see, like, let's go to billiards, tricks, and tips. I mean, that's a random little micro niche, right? I think somebody said billiards yesterday as one of the niches. So we're going to let it load. Okay, so here we are. This is another page that I built back in the day. Billiards, tricks, and tips. And one of the reasons I'm showing you these pages back in the day is because I don't necessarily want to reveal some of the faceless brands that I'm working on right now, because one of the benefits of this, you got to stay anonymous. So if you're wondering why I'm showing you old pages, it's because if I've abandoned a faceless brand, I don't really care to show you anymore. I'll just give away everything. So here's an example. Bonus, we're giving away 100 free 8-ball keychains to viewers here. That was given away. And now look at this, 19,000 likes. 19,000 likes, 8.8 thousand comments, 15,000 shares. And it was monetizing, right? But like, look at all these. Look at all these random people sharing this stuff. Right? It's pretty cool. Look at all this. This is crazy, right? I don't know if we're able to click this and see it. I don't know if it'll show it to us or not. Yeah. James Langroll shared this to his followers. So James shared this on his own personal. He's just a regular bateman and conductor working at Cotton Belt Union Pacific Railroad conductor, and he shared this. So what I did was I just basically took a video that had trick shots, put some music on it, and unbelievable pull trick shots. So even though it had a call to action, that's not stopping people from sharing it. But I didn't add this call to action until after it already started going viral. So the idea here is you want to try to find content that will go viral. Now I think this content will go way more viral these days. And I'm not sure if any of these websites or anything work, by the way, but I think this content will go way more viral these days based on short form content. Okay, short form content, I think will go way more viral. By the way, I noticed that I'm not sharing my screen. It's in the background. So let me go ahead and hit that again. Sorry for anybody that's watching. If anybody that was watching live and that maybe that looked blurry, apologize for that. Sometimes I just don't remember to hit it. Everybody watching on demand had it clean. So anyways, that's just an example. I mean, look at that engagement, 19,000, 8,000 comments. Let's look at some of these comments and let's see what people had to say. It's fairly easy on a pool table with thick cloth and a light cue ball. I could do 80% of those shots. What about this person? This person, Seth, is tagging a person when she says that if she beats you in 8-ball pool, she gets your password, and then it just shows these. Are the side pockets regulation looks large? Maybe one day we'll be able to do this. People are tagging their friends, tagging tons of friends. This is how passionate audiences work, right? So I really want you to think about this. Once you build these passionate audiences, all you really need is something to go viral. And then once it goes viral, you could always just edit the post and add some monetization to it. So that's kind of what I did here. Now, these are just examples, right? There's just so many examples I can give you, and these ones are old. These are old examples, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. These are old examples, but you click the little plus button up on the top right here of your personal profile, and you just go here to page, and this is where you set it up. It's just super simple. You set up your page. Nowadays, we could just design these graphics in, I usually use the combination of Canva and Midjourney to be able to do these. But that's how easy it is to set up a page. You just hit the plus button, literally, and create a page. Okay, so that is, I'll put a tutorial probably below this video that will show how to be able to do that for everybody. Now, we're going to keep moving. The next one is going to be TikTok. So for TikTok, what we're looking at here is one of the more emerging platforms where stuff has a much better chance of going viral. So now we're really diving into the world of short form content. Now, this one's not Faceless. This is a comedian who's verified, who's posting his own content. Obviously doing very, very well with that content, by the way. Funny comedian. And so let's just go ahead and search. Let's do the same thing. Let's just search keto and see what happens. So when we search keto, first thing it's going to do is it's going to pull up content. Now, this is one way to search, is to look at content, right? But what I like really looking at here is like more or less the channels. Like this person Stacy and this person Janelle. These are just real people. So it's a little bit harder to do what they do because you got to like really be on a keto diet and you got to really do everything. So it's a little bit harder. So that's kind of why I don't really like searching for top content. What I do like searching for, however, is accounts. And I also like researching all of these other different things too. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with accounts. And so if you go into accounts, now what it's going to do is it's going to start to show you different accounts that have to do with keto. Now this one, let's look at each one. House of Keto, Abby. So this looks like a personal brand. Keto Recipes, Shred Happens. Okay, this looks more like a Faceless brand. So we're going to look at that one. Keto Country. That probably looks faceless. Keto Fuel. These could be brands though. Don't get me wrong. This could be company names for all I know. We're going to open up a few real quick. Cookie and Keto. Keto Video. Get your free keto book. Yeah, let's try some of these. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and look at some of these right now. Okay, so Keto Video. Keto Video, 66,000 followers, 546,000 likes. Get your free keto cookbook. Click here. They've got a link in bio, which we show you how to be able to get. Let's see how dangerous this is. And, okay, free keto cookbook. So they're just using a little lander, but we do better. Video funnels is better than these. But let's go ahead and see what happens. Free keto cookbook. Okay, it looks like they're just giving us the cookbook, but it looks like that, right? But if you go up to the URL, it actually is ketodiet.team DS keto cookbook free affiliate equals blank. So this is the actual person. You kind of can see their name too. You can kind of see it's a real person that's doing this. They got their affiliate link right there. So you know this is just, it looks like an actual cookbook, but really this is a sales page. Right? So it looks like you're getting a cookbook. So this is just creative copywriting right here, but this is really just a sales page. All right, so let's kind of look at it real quick. Let's scroll down. So this person's in the keto niche and they're an affiliate of this product. You can see this is called a long form sales page. It's not a VSL because there's no video. It's just a long form sales page, mostly focused on good copywriting. So somebody really took their time to be able to, so the idea here again is the sunk cost principle, the sunk time principle, is that if you actually read it, you'll get hooked, right? If you actually read it and you take it serious, they want you first, before they're going to pitch you anything, they want to first indoctrinate you into the content. And so that's why this is so long. Now look, they're not actually giving you the recipes. There's nothing to click here. They're just kind of teasing you and showing you, man, all these recipes are things that you're going to be learning, but there's nothing I can click on, right? And then we have already sold over 250,000 copies. So suddenly they're starting to mention the Essential Keto Cookbook is 100% free, which is pretty much just a marketing thing. Free bonus number 1, free bonus number 2 starts to get in the sales page. This is called the offer stack. And then the recap of the offer, showing you all the stuff you're going to get for free. Free, everything is free. But let's see if it's really free. Ship me the book. And it says 0. So you're thinking, oh, it's free, right? But total amount is $12. So it's not really free. What they're doing is they're essentially shipping you a book and they're making you pay $12 shipping and handling. And then they're going to make the difference. So the book may cost, let's say, $4. The book may cost, let's say, $3 or whatever to ship. Let's even say $4. So then there's $8 in profit. So they're actually selling a product where they're making $8 in profit. But we're not going to go through right now, but if I bought this, on the very next page is going to be what's called an OTO, a one-time offer or an upsell or a bump order. So what this means is that as soon as I buy this, as soon as I get this free book for $12, then after this, I'm going to have to spend some more money, right? So that's kind of like why, that's kind of why these offers work so well. And you'll notice they have an affiliate program, right? So what you could do is a little bit of research. I'm not going to do it right now, but I guess we'll quickly do one search and we'll see if it comes up real quick. The Keto Summit Essential Keto Cookbook. Let's try really quick. The Keto Summit Essential Cookbook affiliate program. Let's just see really quick, because you can always kind of search affiliate program. Yeah, this was the company. KetoDiet.team was the URL. So here's the affiliate resources. Here's our products. They got the holiday cookbook. They got the cookbook bundle, the keto snacks cookbook. They got all these different types of things, right? So this is the Essential Keto Cookbook. So this looks like the one here. Converting extremely well right now. You just grab your affiliate link. You put your ClickBank ID. ClickBank is an affiliate program you could sign up for. You put your ID there. Commissions. When they order, you earn 75% of that $12. Okay? So you're going to earn 75% of the $12 plus digital upsells. I told you they had upsells. I just knew. And so you're going to earn 50% off of those digital upsells. I don't know if it shows what the upsells are, but I don't think it shows you necessarily. So I don't necessarily know if I can find that right now. But I think this is the one that they were selling actually right here, right? That looks more like it with the bonuses. So anyways, this page, I don't know. I'd have to look for it, but you can probably do some research and figure out what it is and how much money you can make. But that's the point, is that there's companies like this that are niche specific. Okay, let me stop share for a second. I'll try to remember to turn back on the share. So let's recap what we're looking at right now. I went to TikTok and I just searched keto. I pulled up a few. I'm going to show you some other ones. And you'll notice they're all faceless brands. They're posting keto-related content. They're using other people's content. And once they get enough of a following, then they start to monetize with a link in the bio. They'll start to monetize by giving in the descriptions. They'll tell people, hey, if you want my free recipe guide or whatever. And the thing is that they can actually say that's free because you just pay for shipping, right? Which is kind of like it's kind of a catch, but it's also kind of whatever. Now, notice if they would have just tried to sell you right off the bat and said, this is free, and then instantly you saw it's $12, you're going to be turned off. It's not going to convert. But when they make you first have to scroll all the way down in order to get to that sell, the logic there is that once somebody's gotten all the way down, they're going to be that much more likely to want that book because they've had an opportunity to be able to sell you on it. So, and you could also do this with bridge pages. You could take a bridge page before the offer, and you could actually create a bridge page that kind of sells them on it a little bit. Here's some example recipes, boom, boom, boom. But what I would do if I was promoting this, if I had a keto brand, a faceless brand, and I was promoting this, what I would do is I would actually do stuff like I would create short videos using AI, and I'd be like, here are 10 keto recipes. I'll say like, here are 6 keto recipes for Thanksgiving that you can make, that even beginners can make. And then it'll just be like a slideshow in a video where each slide shows the recipe, and then I would just have some text on the bottom that says pause and take a screenshot. And then it would just go to then it would be up there for a few seconds, go to the next one, pause and take a screenshot. So now what you're doing is you're getting people, they're watching the thing and they're pausing, and then they're trying to get the information from you. And then they're probably going to watch it through a second or a third time to be able to go back and get the screenshots that you missed. So now what they're doing is they're consuming your TikTok, your short, they're consuming it multiple times. And then after I get through like the 6 Thanksgiving keto recipes, then the last slide that I'll do is I'll probably do something like, hey, if you want all 101 keto recipes, just the link in my bio will give you access to all 101 keto recipes for free. Then that will take them to a bridge page, which you can then use to funnel them into anything you want. So the point is you can create faceless brands in almost any niche, find ways to monetize them with niche-specific offers, and then use bridge marketing to be able to build and take that audience and be able to introduce them to other things. Perfect example. What I would probably do with something like this, let's go back to share screen. What I would probably do if this were my account is I would probably, let's see, Keto MLM. Okay, Keto Multi-Level Marketing Company, right? Let's look. Prove It Now. Keto supplements from Prove It, official Prove It site. So here's a multi-level marketing company that's all about keto. Okay, I don't really know where to go see how much they pay, but here is a rewards, kickoff rewards, gameplay, leadership, residual rewards, whatever. So they obviously have like a multi-level marketing compensation plan We're not going to take the time to learn this right now, but they obviously have like a program here, right? Prove It, a multi-level marketing company that has keto products. So let's go back to where I was though. Let me go back to the homepage and let's look really quick. Products. Okay. So let's take a look at this and then let's do some bridge marketing really quick. Keto OS Nat. Little juice packs or something. How it works. Yeah, I'll probably put this video on a bridge page. This one was already looking good. I'd probably put this video right here on a bridge page. Yeah, for sure. That's Russell Brunson's voice. When to take it. So here's some content I could put together in a short video. What else we got here? Here's some content ideas. I can make content about it. Dairy-free, gluten-free, vegan, all that kind of stuff. Okay, is that the only product? Did I miss something? Okay, join as a promoter, right up here on the top. See that? Okay, let's see. So bundles. Yeah, I would probably rather sell these bundles. You're gonna make more money than just selling a little juice pack. So let's just look at this really quick. Okay. So what I would do is if I had a keto brand, I would join this multi-level marketing company and then I would try to create a bridge to get people in it. Okay, what is this? Intermittent fasting, perfect. Intermittent fasting system, love it, love it. What else we got? There's not enough product information, or I just don't know how to find it real quick. I'm live, you guys. You got to bear with me. Maybe you're just supposed to know what this stuff is already. Okay, let me just freestyle based on what I think. Okay, so if I had a keto brand, one of the first things I would do is I'd be looking for affiliate offers, right? A multi-level offer works great. Now, here's how a bridge would work. I would build this audience of people that are super interested in keto. Super interested. Like, I'd build these big fan pages with hundreds of thousands of fans. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. I'd build out this third-party content. I'd use other people's content. I'd clip content. I'd make AI content. I'd make memes. And I would schedule it out. I would try to get to a point where I could schedule out on all these if it's really working well. And then I would do some cross-promotion. So like on my Facebook page, I would try to get people, hey, we also have a TikTok account. If you guys aren't following it, follow there. And I'll try to get some cross-promotion going to try to boost them all. It's like a rising tide raises all ships. That's kind of that model there. So eventually, if you got one that's really taken off, you can kind of overflow that audience to pick up the juice in your other ones to help that content go viral. But what I would essentially do is I would put together a bridge, because if you're interested in keto, one bridge example would be you might be interested in making money selling keto, right? So this would be called cashing in on your passion. Yesterday I talked about that's my favorite bridge tool. My first go-to one is I always figure out, is there a way to cash in on your passion? Hey, if you're like me, you've studied so much about a keto diet, maybe you're doing a keto diet, you spent all this time learning about it, maybe you're even sharing your results on social media about your keto journey. Well, I want to show you a way that you can actually cash in on your passion and get paid for making social media posts about keto. How about instead of just sharing your weight loss journey, what if you actually made money sharing your weight loss journey? Instead of just, if you're already down this rabbit hole of keto, you're already sharing it all the time. If you start sharing keto memes, I'll even show you how to create AI content that's keto related. If anybody else is interested in keto, you can get paid. Not only will the platform pay you, but there's all of these people that will pay you. It's called affiliate commissions. If you just promote any of their products, you could even get sponsored by keto companies and they'll pay you upfront for sponsorships. You get to the point, maybe they'll pay you per post that you make about their brand. So if you have a passion for keto like I do, then here's an opportunity for you to be able to cash in on that passion. Watch this video for more information how. That would be probably my bridge market number one, the cash in on your passion. So now try to apply that to any other industry. You basically create a page in a niche and you get people to cash in on their passion by doing that. Now, let's take it a little bit different. Let's say we already used the cash in on your passion niche. What about this angle? What about keto diet versus lazy keto? So what I might say is say, hey, listen, out of every 100 people that want to do the keto diet, 95% of them don't stick to it, right? Because the keto diet's very strict. We start doing problem solution. The keto diet is very strict. It's hard to naturally get your body into ketosis. And if you're not in ketosis, the diet doesn't really work. So what ends up happening is you just end up giving up foods you love and you're not even getting results. You know, let me ask you, have you ever tried the keto diet and it didn't really work, or it works but you weren't able to stick to it? That's because you have to give up things that you love, so it's not sustainable over a long period of time. I want to introduce you to a different concept altogether. It's called the lazy keto diet. Now, obviously a full keto diet where your body's in ketosis is absolutely best. You can never beat that. But for those of you that are like me, that still like to have bread, you still like to have desserts, when you go out to dinner, you don't want to be sitting there with just a fork and a piece of salad. You want to actually enjoy some meal. You know, there's nothing wrong with a little bread and butter. It's not going to make you, you know, you're not going to gain a bunch of weight. Here's the thing. Here are these supplements. These are keto supplements. You could just mix these in your drink, swirl them around, and drink them. You drink these 2-3 times a day, and it's going to go ahead and keep your body in ketosis even when you're still getting some carbs from time to time. That's why we call it the lazy keto diet. It's for people that really want to do keto, but it's a little too strict. This gives you something that's a lot more sustainable. Now you can actually do this for months, for years, and you can actually lose weight the proper way. You can get in ketosis the proper way by doing it gradually because it's sustainable and you'll actually stick to it. So I put together a video that'll show you what's called the lazy keto method. It'll show you the 5 things you need to do. It's super simple. Anybody can do them. Click the link below. Watch that video. I guarantee you're going to fall in love. There you go. I'm freestyling this stuff, you guys. Hey, first of all, give me a 1 in the chat if you like my little freestyle skills. I could do this about almost any topic. Once you learn bridge marketing, once you learn the concept, it's transferable. That's what I'm saying. Right now, I'm not in a keto company. I'm not promoting a keto company. I don't have any benefit to teach you anything keto. I just need an example to be able to show you that the skills are transferable. You know, so that's why the same skills would work if I have a 49ers fan page. The same skills would work if I have a yoga fan page. Everything, you can find affiliate, you could basically choose a niche and you could find a bunch of affiliate offers. And on Friday, on day 5, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about where to go and find these affiliate offers, how to sign up for those programs, and how to be able to do that. So this is just a sneak peek at what we're doing. Did I stop sharing? Let me share again. I'm having fun with you guys. I almost kind of wish that these were 4-hour sessions. I used to do 4-hour sessions all the time. I kind of wish they were still 4-hour sessions. So what do we look? Let's get off that. Let's get off this. Let's get off this. Let's get off that. Okay, we're not to YouTube yet. We're going to stick to keto. Okay, so keto recipes, Shred Happens, 1.4 million followers. Look at this, cross promotion. More on my Insta. Shred Happens. Right? So let's quickly go, let's look over here. Shred Happens. So this is a person that it looks like they're not completely faceless. 1.2 million. This looks like a picture of the person. So this looks like a weight loss journey. It looks like they might even be doing their own content. Now, you can still do this. This is a model of faceless, meaning let's see if their face is in this. Right? Let's even turn up the volume.
Amazing on their own, but even better film.
Oh, there's the face. Okay, so let's talk about this for a minute because I don't want to box you in. I don't want to box you into thinking. Now, if you have something you're actually passionate about, for example, we have a member of our community who's like a foosball champion. If you have something you're actually passionate about, you should use this same strategies that we're teaching, but don't be afraid to use your face. Okay, in this case, this person enjoys their passion. They enjoy, it looks like, making keto recipes, filming it probably on their phone, on their iPhone, and then they're just doing traditional TikToks. These are much more traditional Instagrams and TikToks, right? This is what you're used to seeing people post. This works even better. So when I say faceless, there are variations. There's a spectrum of faceless. Faceless could be, for example, he didn't have to post himself taking a bite and eating. Maybe you don't like the way you look. Maybe you just feel a little bit uncomfortable. But you could, for example, make a recipe and film it with your phone pretty easily and then just do a voiceover. And you could have a whole channel where you're actually just creating original content yourself and you're just doing a voiceover. We just never see your face and you just don't use your name. That would be on the spectrum of faceless content as well, right? So I just want to let you know, like, this is acceptable. I just don't, this is just not 100% faceless. It's somewhere on the spectrum of faceless, because a lot of what they're doing is they're just putting a phone on like a little stand, like a little one of those like little gorilla bar stands, and they're just filming what's going on in the background. So I just wanted to kind of show you that you can do that. Also, you could use AI as your voice, so you don't even have to use your own voice. You could just type in a script to narrate over the video, and you could just simply edit this whole thing inside of CapCut. A video like this would probably take 5 minutes to edit in CapCut. That's probably 5 minutes of CapCut editing. We'll teach more about CapCut editing at some point. Don't worry about that. Okay, let's go back to sharing the screen. I like doing these little tangent side notes, by the way. Let's see. Okay, so this was just an example. Let's go back. Let's see. All right, so they've got videos. You know, they got cool stuff. I like looking at, even if it's not completely faceless, it still gives me an idea. I like the quality. The quality here is a lot better. This quality looks really, really good. If you're looking for an easy meal, you've got to try this 15-minute spicy shrimp recipe. They're just using the automatic captions. They're not even trying. 12,000 likes. So this person's just really getting into recipes. But this is a cool example of being able to do content. So if we go back to Shred Happens on TikTok, we can kind of see all the same kind of content. It looks like they're just posting their content to multiple platforms, which you could do as well, right? You can basically make a post on one platform and then post it to multiple platforms. But I mean, look at this, 2 million, 89,000, 65,000. I mean, these are just, let's see what 2 million is. Are you guys getting hungry?
Or cheesy stuffed peppers. They're so easy.
That sounds like his real voice. And all he does is the same thing, right? He just shows a picture, then shows him eating it. It's not really that hard to create this content. And this content could go mega viral. Even if people are making fun of it, it's stuffed peppers. This is not new. Who cares? Good for. Look at this. Cheesy stuffed peppers. You got to do these. I also have an ebook with more easy low carb recipes on my profile. Okay? So, and then he gives the recipe here. The whole recipe is in the post. So this is a good example. Right off the bat, he's kind of loosely promoting right in advance. So let's go to his profile and let's go see what happens. So he's using a link tree, and let's open it and let's see what he's hiding in here for us. Okay, he's got an Amazon storefront. This is one of his monetization methods. So he's got all these different hand-picked. Amazon lets you build these like storefronts with your affiliate link, right? So he gets paid, you know, low carb, high protein pasta. So he's recommending this. So he's basically getting paid not only when you buy this product, not only does he get paid a commission on this, but also he gets paid on the full balance of what you add to your cart. And if you're like me, if I'm gonna buy one thing on Amazon, I'm gonna go ahead and buy like $1,000 worth of stuff right now, because I forget to do it. So he make a lot of money off me. So right now when I click this, you know, I could be attached to him, and he can get paid when I buy whatever. My low carb protein pasta, Kaizen Food Company. Wow, if that's really his company, that's actually pretty dope. My best recipes ebook. So that might have been what he did. He might have started up a really, really viral channel and then built a food brand out of it. That's like the next level. That's advanced. So he's got a recipes blog. Again, this could be faceless. He's using his face, but you can really model the same idea to be faceless. You really can. Like this, other than the fact he's showing his face, this whole thing is faceless. And then he's got an opt-in here to be able to build an email list. And then from the email list, he's probably selling you. He says he sends you a weekly email. Oh yeah, look, printable recipes, exclusive discount codes. So he's going to make money. So he's basically going and getting discount codes on products and making commissions. My favorite kitchen products, again, he's going to make commissions there. You could do drop shipping for that. So obviously he's just getting you on the email list and he's selling stuff, right? Shop ebooks. And he's building his own little ebooks and selling these things. Look at this. So he's built a whole entire website. This looks like Shopify. So it looks like he's built a Shopify store. I could be wrong, but it looks like Shopify to be able to build that brand. So that's just an example, right? Let's go over here. Keto Country. Let's see, 417,000 followers. Let's go see their page real quick. Let's see what they're monetizing with. Shop items used in this recipe. So that goes to Amazon. Keto Crate. Okay, here's an affiliate offer. Let's look at this one. Keto Crate. They've got his affiliate link up on the top there. So this is another affiliate offer. Why join Keto Crate? So this looks like one of those monthly subscription products, where every month you get a new thing, right? Weekly or monthly or something. So it's a subscription. So you probably get paid a residual income. So this is what I'm saying. There's just so many ways to make money online, you guys. This is the coolest thing in the world to me. I just love this because you could just build this stuff out like so easily. This looks pretty easy to be able to build out. In fact, let's see real quick, and we'll cover more on this. I just want to give you a big picture. Keto Crate affiliate program. Okay, these sponsored. Become an influencer or affiliate with Keto Crate. Okay, thanks for your interest. We love the partnerships. Top reason, how much money can I make? Keto Crate will pay you commissions for each person that signs up to our service using your unique discount code or link. How do I promote? What is a 30-day cookie? How do I sign up? Click here to fill out an application. So that's where you'd go sign up. Sign up here. Okay, so then it takes you to a thing to be able to sign up. So look, this stuff is pretty cool. Let me step back real quick and let's do another 30,000 foot view here. I'm going to cover this more. I want to give you big picture stuff. I'm going to cover this more on day 5. We're actually going to sign up for some things. Maybe we'll even use a different thing instead of keto since we're covering it so much. But are you starting to see the big picture of this stuff? You're going to go set up Faceless Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. You're going to create these channels in any niche. You're going to create these brands. I'm going to show you how to be able to do that. In fact, I got a few minutes now. What I might do is I might even transition. I might show YouTube real quick, but you guys get the point, I think, by now. And then what I might do is I might even just show you how quickly I can create some graphics using, I used Midjourney a lot yesterday, so you kind of got that, but I'll use for sure Canva, and I'll show you how to be able to do that. So let's dive right back in. I just want to show you how easy this stuff is, man. This stuff is so much easier than people think to make money online. There's so many ways to make money online. So let's go over here to YouTube. Okay, now I'm signed into my rap channel, Chris Record Raps. So pardon me if you're seeing a bunch of like rap and skateboarding videos and stuff like that. But look, right here, Joe Rogan explains the UFC. But look, the channel is DKD Tapes. This right here is not Joe Rogan's channel. Let's click on that right off the bat. It just showed up in the feed. Like, look at this. I go through some post commercials and stuff here. So that's not their real face, right? So this right off the bat is an example of a faceless channel. Just like this, a faceless channel. Just right off the bat. They're just trying to go viral, right? So they're posting old commercials. It looks like they have it's funny because in the pregame we talked about VHS tapes, and here they are. This person looks like they recorded a whole bunch of stuff from back in the day. But I mean, look, it's 950,000 views on that one that he posted right there. That's why it showed up in my recommended. But yeah, I mean, just like, look at this. This person just clipping old content. That's probably why they're not worried about it being copyright. Let's just go to about. I always like to go to the about. I like to see kind of how many views they have. 1.18 million views. Okay, so let's go over here and let's search keto. Let's search keto diet. Okay, let's see. Now this is an ad, right? Sponsored. That's an ad. That means an ad. Okay, so this is This is a person with their face. So that's not a faceless channel. So it's just examples of people using their own brands. We'll go through here. Insider Science is probably faceless, but also it looks like too much work. These look like they're making those animated cartoon videos, but you could just hire those people on Upwork. But this is too much work for me to teach you right now. Sponsored, keto diet. So you notice that you're competing with a bunch of like big channels as well, like Healthline and Vox and all these big channels. Of course, they're going to take the main keyword. I'm not saying you're going to rank for keto diet. But if you go and you search, you're going to be able to eventually come down and you're going to start to find, shorts and different videos with people that are doing these things that are not using their own face. So far, all we've seen is faces for this search. Another sponsored link. That sponsored link keeps going. Ruled Me. Kind of still fancy videos. How to start a keto diet. Okay. This actually looks like a faceless video. Okay. Let's look. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and mute it. So what they're doing right here is they're just creating, they're just using stock B-roll and they're just having words fly on the screen. So you can create these for free right now inside of Canva. You can create these for free. Very, very easy. You can use their footage, whatever. If you have a Canva Pro account, it's even easier because you have more stock footage. These are very easy to make. There are also third-party tools like InVideo, for example, that automatically can make these. There's a lot of resources out there to make these videos. So right now, this is a perfect example. You can create a keto channel and just have content like this. And essentially, you could just find this content on a blog. So what I would do for this, actually, I'll tell you what I'll do in a minute. I'm going to let it play another second here. This is a great example. Now, the channel, Health, let's go ahead and see it really quick just to see. This looks like a big brand, but it still kind of works. Looks like they got some content. They look like a bigger brand, but that video was fantastic. This is a perfect example of what I'm trying to show. Was that video that we just looked at? This one. This is such a perfect example. So let me stop share. Let me talk about this. I just found this right off the bat off this random search. Anybody can do this, right? All they're doing is they're playing music. They're not even using an AI voiceover. Now, there's a lot of things you can do. One, you can create all this background content with AI. Midjourney, I showed you yesterday, can create all this. Two, if you use a simple tool like CapCut, you can actually just throw the words on the screen and then you just click on animations and you choose an animation for it to come in, for it to go out. And you choose what color you want the stuff. It's so, man, I can make a video like this whole video right here, 10, 15 minutes tops. I can make this whole video. And if I just made some videos like this and treated a channel serious, you can clearly, this has 151,000 views. You can clearly, it's just like fishing. Every video is like you're casting a line, right? You're just casting out your line and you're not always going to catch a fish. Some of your videos are going to fall dead, but you're just casting out lines. So this would be an example of landscape mode content. And it would also be an example of what's called mid-form or long-form content. Short form would be more portrait mode, and it would be probably less than 60 seconds. So 60 seconds or less is essentially short form. 3 to 5 minutes is like, 1 to 5 minutes is like mid, and then anything 5 minutes and beyond would be like long form, right? So sometimes you go to a channel and you'll go to YouTube and you'll see like an 8-minute video, 12-minute video, 15, 20, 30-minute video, even hour-long, 2-hour-long podcasts. That's all long-form content. Long-form content works really well if it's engaging, if it's constantly engaging. But for something like this is just short form. Look at how long this video was. That video right there was 1 minute and 37 seconds. So let's call that mid-form. 1 minute, literally 1 minute and 37 seconds. 1 minute and 37 seconds. That right there, I promise you, I could probably create that in 5 minutes. And especially if I want to pay for a tool. Like I told you, like InVideo, there's probably a list of like 5-6 tools that would easily create these videos. You just drag the B-roll in, you just type in what text you want to say. Another thing I would basically find a blog, okay? I would find a blog post that says like, let's say like 10 tips for beginners in a keto diet. I'd find that blog post. Then what I'd do is I'd copy that content, I'd go to ChatGPT, and I would tell ChatGPT, I'm looking to create a video that's all about the keto diet. This video is going to share 10 tips for beginners. Each video needs an image and it needs a very short sentence to be able to summarize the points. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a list of 10 example images that I can use as slides and 10 example sentences that I could use to do that. But before I get started, I want to make sure that you understand what I'm looking for before you give me an answer. ChatGPT says, yes, you're looking for this. Great. Now, before you give me that list, I want to share the following blog post with you. I basically want you to use this blog post as a reference, and I want you to basically restructure this blog post so it fits in 10 short little tips on mine. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a numbered list of, number one, what each sentence is for each slide, and then also what kind of picture you would recommend. So then it's going to give me all those. ChatGPT spit out the whole entire video. Then I'm just going to take what it recommends for each picture and either use default stock photos, or I'll go to Midjourney and I'll just create them. And then it's like, boom, then I just edit the video and make it. It's so cool. No worry, we're going to teach content in this as well. I really felt like today slowing it down after yesterday because it went so fast. And I feel like slowing it down to be able to give you guys a big picture of really everything that we're doing. What did I say I was going to show you? I said we can design something, right? Let's design. Let's get in. Let's spend a few minutes designing something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up, let's pull up Canva. So let's go over here. Let's pull up Canva. Okay. And then I'm going to share my screen. I have people in the comments are saying this is slow. I did not say this is slow. I'm saying I'm slowing it down. So I'm normally at a 10, or let's say a 15, and now I'm at a 12 out of 1 through 10. That's slower. Can we all agree? 12 out of 10 is slower than a 15 out of 10. All right, let's go ahead and share Canva. Okay. So here I am inside of Canva, right? And they have Magic Studio, which I can use to describe something really quickly. I could just really quickly do something like that, but let's just create a design. So let's create, let's say that I want to create, what do I want to create? Let's do a TikTok story, because I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. So let's create a TikTok story. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to give me all these templates, right? So I could easily just like find one that I think is good, but I could also just like search. So let's just search like keto. Nothing? Oh, but they found elements. I already like this. Boom, I already got a keto element. Okay, let's see this element. Boom, I got keto friendly. So I got a couple elements that I could use. I'm just going to put those in there. Okay, maybe instead of keto, let's do diet. Okay, here we go. So 100 days of eating clean. Now look at this template right here. It's just going to play in the background. And like, look at how simple this is right here. I'll go full screen. Look, the text is already pops in. It's just nice and easy. Celebrating 100 days of eating clean. So basically how simple it is to be able to create content is you could just find stuff like this, and then you could just go in here. Celebrating 44 days of pure keto, right? So I could just automatically use this every single day. If I was doing like a day in the life type of thing, like day 1, day 2, day 3, I could just easily change all the text. It's just that simple, right? There's just so many things you could do. That's just an example one. Let's go to another one. So here, this template has 2 different styles. Let's go ahead and use one. Let's just replace healthy food recipes, and then you can basically put videos inside here. So let's see what it looks like if I play. So look, it gives you basically could drop videos inside of each one of those. These make for really good stories. These make for different examples. This is just done for you content that's already in here. That's super easy to be able to create content. So these are just examples, but let's go in and let's add some content. So another thing I could do is I can go over here to elements, and I could go and I could just say keto. And we can look at what elements they have for keto. They're going to have photos, graphics, and videos. Let's go to videos first, right? So you can kind of hover over and it's going to slightly play them. Hover over, slightly play, this kind of stuff. So let's just grab one and drag it in. Boom. And it automatically resized it just like that, right? So now we got a background just showing some food like that, right? So then the second thing we want to do is probably add some text. And they have these different texts. We can use one like this right here if we wanted. We can put this text kind of where it might shine a little bit more. And then I would say something like 10 keto recipes. Okay, 10 keto recipes, just like that. Now, it's not going to look very good at size 200. So I'll probably make it, let's say, 100. There we go. And also notice it's grouped with something. I didn't know what that was. Let's ungroup it. I don't want it to be grouped. So we basically have 2 different elements to work with here. 10 keto recipes. So what I'll do real quickly to show you how easy this is, I'll grab it to the left, grab it to the right, and now I can kind of just make it bigger. So I'll just kind of hold the plus button down. Let's go ahead and make that bigger. So it's going to pop more. And then once I kind of get it looking really big, because I like big because people have watching on their phones, then I'm going to go over here to spacing and let's shrink those lines closer together. Maybe make it like that. And so that's pretty much good enough. Now I got number 1 right here, 10 keto recipes. And now you could edit this one, right? So 10 keto recipes, let's just say, link in bio. And then let's go here and let's add an effect to it. Let's give it a drop shadow so it pops out a little bit more. Let's make that drop shadow black. Pretty simple. Make it so it's not transparent. There we go. All right. And then maybe make that one a little bit bigger as well. And this is how simple it is. Now, right off the bat, obviously I could do a lot more than this, but just let's look at what we have now, just like this in seconds. Okay, it's going to play 2. It's going to play this one first. Sorry, I didn't delete this one. Then it's going to do this one. Look at that. 10 keto recipes, link in bio. Okay, so this is how easy it is to be able to create like stories and content like this. Now, if I actually, let's delete this one here, because I forgot to. Now, this could be the start right here. Now, what I would do is I would simply add a page, and then I would build a second one. I would go through the same thing, and I would go through to elements, keto, and I would basically look for like another video or whatever, and whatever it is, I would drag that in. And let's say, and then I would go to text, and this time I'd probably just use like a style like this, make it a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to make something up like really quick because I don't have time for this. Let's go, keto, Thanksgiving, what do we want to call this? Keto Thanksgiving, potato salad, okay? I don't know if that's a thing, but I'm sure we can Google it, and it probably is a thing. And then I'm going to kind of make it all so it's going to fit on one line just by shrinking the font. There we go. And then we're going to move this up to the top. We're going to do the same thing real quick. We're just going to go here to spacing. Once you develop the template once, though, you don't have to do this anymore. Let's make that a little bit closer. Let's go to effects. I usually like adding a drop shadow, making it black, and then making it fully all the way up to 100. That way it kind of pops off. Now you kind of see keto Thanksgiving potato salad, just like that. So, and then now what I'll do is I'll just draw, I'll do another text. Let's just say this one. And then this is where the recipe will go. It'll be 1 serving blah, 2 servings of 3 potatoes, keto, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to really actually do this for you guys right now. But then once I got this, I'm going to take it. I'm going to go ahead and align it to the left. Make it look a little bit better. Going to make it a lot smaller. And you guys get where I'm going with this, right? You could sit here and you could literally put the whole recipe here just like that easily. You know? There you go. Servings of blah, servings of blah, servings of blah. And you kind of make it so it looks good. And then you would take your elements, and we're going to go back to keto, but this time we're going to go to graphics, and you're going to go either create a logo or whatever, and you're going to take it, whatever your logo is or whatever one you want to create right here. And there's your Faceless brand, right? So now let's just kind of look at this really quick. 10 keto recipes, link in bio. And then maybe I'll put on the top like recipe number 1, keto Thanksgiving potato salad. Do you see what this is just in minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not even trying. So and then what it does is when you're done, you're just going to go over here to share, and you're going to go to download, and it's going to download an MP4 video. You can make any quality you want, but it's free if I do it at 1080. All pages, and I can even download them as separate files if I want. Maybe I want to download them as separate files because I also want to post it to my stories. So if you download as separate files, it's going to give you each individual ones, then you can just paste them all in your stories. And be able to, now you have content for your stories, which I think is very powerful. But if you download them all as one, then it'll just play as a full video. To play all these things in a row as a full video. And then what you could just do is you could just do something very basic. For page title here, let's call this keto, or let's call this 10 keto recipes intro. Okay, and now let's go down here and let's call this keto recipe 1, Thanksgiving potato salad or whatever. I don't know how to spell potato. I keep adding E's and O's and stuff like that, but you don't need to learn how to spell, right? And so here's just cool stuff you can do. Now, if you don't like the way this looks, if you're like, I can't even barely read it, you could just always go over here and change that. You know, you can go over here and make it so it's more readable. You know, maybe you like that green and you're really trying to stick with some sort of a green background or something like that. So now you got it with like a little green background. And maybe over here, you could just go ahead and change the font to be black, right? So there you go. Like, look at that. So you can kind of make it whatever you want and kind of arrange it so it looks just right. So this is an example of creating content. So look, the reason I wanted to share this with you is because this stuff is so simple. Now, when you've never done it before, obviously there's a learning curve. But let's be honest. I could teach a 12-year-old how to do this. Let's be honest. I could teach a 12-year-old how to do this. This is not becoming a doctor. This is not becoming a nurse. This is not becoming a chiropractor. This is not becoming an auto mechanic. Definitely not becoming a rocket scientist. This is not learning how to actually even work on computers. This is using drag and drop programs and just typing in prompts and being able to create faceless empires on social media. This has never been possible before, right? Back in the day, you had to hire people to go create our content. When we first started creating these faceless pages, we would outsource and find people on Upwork. It used to be called Odesk, and we would hire people. Hey, we'll pay you, $1,000 a month, and you manage this page. And then you would just hope they're there. You would add them as an admin, and then they would manage. You'd hope they wouldn't steal the page from you, and then they would just keep managing, keep posting every single day. You'd tell them they have to go find content. You'd write up an SOP, and then you'd have to spend like $1,000 per page. Then you'd hope that after spending thousands of dollars, you finally got built up enough of an audience where you could start to monetize and make back your investment. I'm not kidding. This is like basically what people did in 2015 and 2014. These days, you could just teach a 12-year-old to do this with the tools, drag and drop tools of simplicity. So I wanted to give you a bigger picture that what you want to do is go back to 50 Social. Mike, come over here to the whiteboard with me. So, yeah, I'm not sure. 50 Social. So what I want you to do is I want you to think of a niche. Write down a list of niches you might want. And then I want you to go do some research right now, okay? Look for some Instagram accounts in that niche, some Facebook accounts, some TikTok accounts, and some YouTube accounts. Go find some. Make a bookmark folder. Go find some of those accounts in your niche. Make a list. Start organizing and do what's called reverse engineering. Start learning what they're doing. Start seeing what kind of memes they're posting. Start seeing what kind of videos they're posting. And start creating some research and some organization. By day 5, hopefully you have enough information where you could take massive action. With that being said, y'all, I got to go. I try to do a hard cutoff. Did you guys enjoy it? Did you enjoy today? Let me say one more thing really quick. Look, the reason I didn't actually set up brand new accounts for you is because I feel like I could provide those as little tutorial videos. So as we create those videos or I find YouTube videos about that, I'll just put little tutorial videos in the links underneath this video on the replay. So you guys should be able to, I'll look for a video on how to set up a TikTok, how to set up a Facebook, how to set up an Instagram, how to set up a YouTube, because I just feel like that would have been a waste. I feel like the information I gave was better than just a full-blown tutorial on how to set something up, because you could Google it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Every single day, we're live, 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific time, Monday through Friday. Replays are posted the very next morning. You guys, we're doing this. We're on a mission. Let me ask you the final question. Was it worth $1? Was today's value worth at least $1? Let me know right now if you're live. What did I achieve the goal? Did I hit the benchmark? Was it worth at least $1? Let me go crazy. We're only 2 days in. If I stopped the academy today, was it worth at least $5? If I stopped today, we got 3, we're not even halfway through. Was it worth at least $5 if I stopped right now? That's the goal. I know we set a high bar. $1 is a high bar to reach. Hopefully we did a good job. I look forward to seeing you guys. If you guys have any comments, questions, feedback, go to the Facebook group. There is a post dedicated to Faceless Content Academy. I look forward to seeing you there in the comments. Stay tuned. Check your email. Have a good day, everybody. Take care.
Hit snooze on the clock.
No.
Keep dreaming, never stop.
Yeah.
Sleep in till tomorrow. Got an idea that can make $1 million.
Yeah.
Worry about what people think.
No.
Are you building a team?
Yeah.
Binge watching on Netflix?
No.
Podcast, School of Greatness?
Yeah.
Looking for a handout?
No.
Got your own biz plan now?
Yeah.
You afraid of the dark?
No.
One day you're gonna pitch it to the sharks?
Yeah.
Haters got you nervous?
No.
You got passion and purpose?
Yeah.
Love working for a boss?
No.
One day you're gonna be your own boss?
Yeah.
Following the rules?
No.
Success leaves clues?
Yeah.
Falling?
No. No. No.
Falling?
Yeah.
Feels like you're gonna choke?
No.
Pull up in the ghost?
Yeah.
Stay within your limits?
No.
straight academics?
Yup.
Entrepreneurs got choices.
I choose to get money, keep placing these ads.
Entrepreneurs got choices.
Keep it 100 just like the orange hat.
Entrepreneurs got choices.
Tired of the drama, it's time to make bread.
Entrepreneurs got choices.
These haters keep hating, keep throwing me shade, but I'm never upset. Keep my money in check, and I ain't gotta flex. I'ma stay with respect. No more negative folks. I'ma stay focused. These haters keep trying, but I'm making money online.
Chris, can I keep it real?
Yup.
And let these entrepreneurs know how I really feel? I think you full of shit.
Yup.
You lose a little money and you're ready to call it quits. Didn't make it overnight?
No.
You're probably the same dude that lives at home and gets his ass wiped, just like last time you swiped. Your credit card declined and your girl had to get it right. On the phone with the bank? Wait, is this shit a prank? Can't pay your phone?
No.
Need a loan?
Yup.
Actually, I think you need a genius. Listen to this shit, I mean this. The biggest difference between us, well,
Let's just keep that a secret.
Entrepreneurs got choices.
I choose to get money, keep placing these ads.
Entrepreneurs got choices.
Keep it 100 just like the orange hat.
Entrepreneurs got choices.
Tired of the drama, it's time to make bread.
Entrepreneurs got choices.
These haters keep hating, keep throwing me shade, but I'm never upset. Keep my money in check, and I ain't gotta flex. I'ma stay with respect. No more negative folks. I'ma stay focused. These haters keep trying, but I'm making money online. Slave to your debt?
No.
Ever flown on a jet?
Yup.
You a Scrooge McDuck? Ever gave money to a friend in a rut?
Yup.
Fake gold from the jeweler?
No.
Entrepreneur?
Yup.
Selling grams on the corner?
No.
Instagram ads to your store?
Yup.
Graduate school for a job?
No.
Entrepreneur from the start?
Yup.
Cable?
No.
Got your own YouTube channel?
Yup.
Worry about what people think?
No.
Billboards in your city?
Yup.
Rush hour traffic?
No.
Changing the world like a maverick?
Yup.
Following the rules?
No.
Custom rap on the rolls?
Yup.
Act hard in a rental?
No.
Backseat drapes on the windows?
Yup.
Dirty like a doormat?
No.
Stay fresh like an orange hat? Lawyer? Doctor?
No.
Online marketer?
Yup.
Entrepreneurs got choices.
I choose to get money, keep placing these ads.
Entrepreneurs got choices.
Keep it 100 just like the orange hat.
Entrepreneurs got choices.
I'm tired of the drama, it's all in my head.
Entrepreneurs got choices.
These haters keep hating, keep throwing me shade, but I'm never upset. Nothing but respect, and I ain't gotta flex. Staying humble and blessed. No more negative folks. I'ma stay focused.